I'm Julian Fernandez and I'm an alumni of the German International School of Cape Town. I matriculated in 2005 and did Abitur in 2006. I started performing on stage while I was still at school. I studied classical music at UCT. I then got a scholarship to move to Hamburg to study musical theatre, which led me to New York City. I got my master's degree in theatre studies from the University of Birmingham in the UK, and I'm currently writing my PhD in musical theatre at the University of Amsterdam. Although I always did very well academically, I was one of those kids that everyone made fun of. However, some great teachers really believed in my talent and gave me the space to express myself. I think one of the things I definitely learned here was to be confident in who I am. There are definitely two teachers whom I credit a lot for the artist that I am today. The one is my violin teacher, Frau Naumann, who was very tenacious and very pushy, but she really instilled the passion for music in me, and I'm very grateful for that. And the other teacher was Frau Pöschel, who encouraged me to stand in the KTS and sing a solo for the very first time in my life. That moment is so valuable to me because that's the moment I realized I can become a performing artist. So the biggest lesson I learned in my time in New York City was that everyone performing on and off Broadway is basically as big of a theatre geek as I am. And I learned the importance of community and the fact that you are responsible for creating your own network of friends who think like you. The advice that I would give young performers is firstly to never keep your passion a secret. Secondly, to never be afraid of your own ambition. About a year ago, a very good friend of mine and colleague and I started a musical theatre school together in the form of a non-profit organization. We're called The Young Talents, and we have about 70 kids from diverse backgrounds learning all the disciplines of musical theatre in a professional setting. Next year, we would like to bring a selection of those kids to the German International School for a performance project where they can exchange their ideas, thoughts, hopes and dreams with the kids here in Cape Town. I deeply believe that there's no better way to express yourself than through art. And a lot of kids tap into that. It's their way of expressing themselves, it's their way of voicing what their ideas are for the future. And it's important that we listen to these voices. And that is why we think that this project is going to have a very deep impact for not only the kids involved, but the people who will be watching this. What do we need to make that happen? It's an expensive feat to bring 15 to 20 kids and coaches to Cape Town from Germany, so we are looking for anyone who's willing to fund our project.